With Artemis 1, humanity said, "We are going." The Artemis has pioneered humanity's return to the Moon and beyond. Artemis 1 successfully launched from KSC on November 16, 2022. It marked the first step in NASA's vision to establish a sustainable lunar presence. Artemis 1 paved the way, and Artemis 2 will take us further. NASA used a dummy as the commander, named Munikin Campos. Callisto, a technology demonstrator bringing Alexa, was also a part of the deck. Interacting with Callisto, Alexa.
Alexa, how far away is the Earth now?
Currently, Orion's 255,414 miles away from Earth.
Alexa, set the lights to blue. Alexa, party mode.
The crew module enters the Earth's atmosphere after its journey. Skip entry technique was used to dissipate the greater energy of the spacecraft. The brunt of the heat, 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, is taken by the heat shield. Crew module splashdown. The crew module is secured inside the recovery ship. Heat shield is being examined. Heat shield's ablative outer material is called avcoat. The material was not able to vent and dissipate the gas generated as expected. This allowed pressure to build up and cracking to occur. It caused some charred material to break off in several locations. The heat shield issue can delay the Artemis 2 launch further. Meet the Artemis 2 crew who will chart humanity's path back to the Moon. Commander Reed Wiseman. Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen. Pilot Victor J. Glover. Mission Specialist Christina Koch. There are two SLS variants shown here, Block 1 and Block 1B variants. Artemis 1 was launched on the Block 1 variant. The Artemis 2 mission will be launched on the Block 1 crew variant. Artemis 4 will be launched on Block 1B variant and has the capability for human exploration beyond Earth orbit for years to come. Artemis 2 launch is delayed and will be launched only in April 2026. It was meant to send astronauts around the Moon without landing. The next part of this video is an animated version of the Artemis 2 program from the launch to the splashdown of the crew module. The Artemis 2 mission stands poised for history as the SLS rocket prepares for liftoff. The spacecraft access arm swings away. Umbilicals retract from the SLS. Engines ignite and lifting off. Artemis 2 begins its journey a blaze of power and light. The towering SLS lifts off, leaving the launch pad behind. Artemis 2 pierces the sky, leaving Kennedy Space Center. The SLS soars through the clouds, demonstrating the immense power of its engines. Solid rocket boosters separate, marking a critical milestone in Artemis 2's ascent to orbit. The service module panel is jettisoned, followed by the jettisoning of crew abort system. The core stage separates from interim cryogenic propulsion stage. Orion's solar arrays deploy, enabling the spacecraft to harness sunlight for its power. The interim cryogenic propulsion stage, ICPS, initiates the perigee rays burn. Thus prepares for the translunar injection. Interim cryogenic propulsion stage separates from Orion. Orion begins its 4 days journey coasting through space to the lunar orbit. Orion enters lunar orbit, conducting a breathtaking flyby of the Moon's surface. Orion begins its return, performing a precise trajectory correction burn. After 4 days in transit, Orion re-enters Earth orbit. The crew module separates from the service module. The service module burns up harmlessly over the Pacific Ocean. Plasma engulfs the crew module as it endures the fiery re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. The crew module splashes down in the Pacific Ocean, concluding its historic mission. The crew module floats as recovery teams approach. Operation is guided by a helicopter from the recovery ship. The crew module is carefully being moved aboard the recovery ship. Inside the recovery ship, the crew module is secured as final checks begin. The recovery ship departs, which marks the culmination of Artemis II mission. Artemis III is set to be the first crewed moon landing mission in more than 50 years.